Tales of the Moon, Nocturnal Tales. Once upon a time, in a land where the night sky shimmered with 1,000 stars, there was a kingdom called Lunaria. This magical realm was ruled by Queen Selene, a kind and wise monarch who had the power to communicate with the moon. Every night, when the moon rose high in the sky, Queen Selene would stand on her balcony and listen to the moon's whispers, bringing tales of wonder and mystery to her people. In Lunaria, the night was a time of enchantment. The moonlight transformed the forests into silver, the rivers into ribbons of light, and the mountains into majestic guardians of the night. The creatures of Lunaria, both magical and mundane, would come alive in the moon's glow, dancing in its beams and singing songs that only the night could understand. Among these creatures was a small, curious fox named Luna. Unlike other foxes, Luna had fur that sparkled like the stars and eyes that glowed with a soft, silvery light. Luna loved to explore the kingdom under the moon's gentle gaze, discovering hidden places and meeting fascinating beings. One night, as Luna roamed through the silverwood forest, she stumbled upon a path she had never seen before. It was lined with ancient trees whose leaves shimmered like the moon itself. Intrigued, Luna followed the path, her heart beating with excitement and a hint of apprehension. The path led her to a clearing where a magnificent silver tree stood. Its branches reached towards the sky, and at its base, a small, intricate door was embedded in the trunk. With a mixture of curiosity and caution, Luna nudged the door open with her nose. To her amazement, the door revealed a staircase spiraling downward, illuminated by tiny glowing orbs. Luna hesitated for a moment, but then took a deep breath and began her descent. As Luna ventured deeper into the tree, she found herself in an underground chamber filled with wonders beyond her wildest dreams. The walls were adorned with glowing crystals, and in the center of the chamber, a serene pond reflected the moonlight filtering through the tree's roots. By the pond sat an old owl named Orion, whose feathers shimmered like the night sky. Orion looked up and greeted Luna with a wise, gentle gaze. Welcome, young Luna," he said in a voice as soothing as the night breeze. You have discovered the heart of the Silverwood, a place where the moon's magic is strongest." Luna's eyes widened with awe. What is this place, Orion?" she asked. Orion smiled and began to tell Luna about the ancient magic that flowed through Lunaria, connecting all creatures and places under the moon's watchful eye. He spoke of the moon's guardians, who protected the kingdom from dark forces that lurked in the shadows. Tonight, Orion said, a great adventure awaits you, Luna. The moon has chosen you for a special mission, one that will take you to the farthest corners of Lunaria and beyond. Luna's heart raced with excitement and a touch of fear. What must I do?" she asked. Before Orion could answer, a soft, melodic chime echoed through the chamber, and a beam of moonlight illuminated a hidden passageway at the far end of the room. Luna felt a gentle nudge, urging her to follow the light. Your journey begins now, Luna," Orion said, his eyes twinkling with encouragement. Trust in the moon and in yourself. Remember, the night is full of wonders for those who dare to explore." The path to the shadowed forest was long and winding, marked by eerie silence and an increasing sense of foreboding. The trees grew denser and the light dimmer as Luna ventured deeper into the forest. Shadows danced in the corners of her vision, and the air grew colder, but Luna pressed on, driven by the moon's guidance and the knowledge that she had already overcome one great challenge. As she reached the heart of the forest, Luna came across an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches stretching towards the sky like skeletal fingers. Beneath its twisted roots lay the entrance to an underground labyrinth, rumored to house the crystal of darkness. Luna took a deep breath and squeezed through the narrow opening, finding herself in a dimly lit tunnel. The labyrinth was a maze of twisting corridors and hidden traps, each more dangerous than the last. Luna relied on her instincts and the faint glow of the moon crystal to guide her. At one particularly treacherous juncture, she encountered a creature that seemed to be made of shadows itself, the keeper of the labyrinth. The keeper, a towering figure with eyes that glowed like embers, barred her path. Who dares enter my domain?" It rumbled, its voice echoing through the corridors. Luna stood her ground, her fur shimmering with the light of the crystal of light. "I am Luna, chosen by the moon to retrieve the moon crystals and protect Lunaria from the darkness that threatens it." The keeper studied her for a moment, its expression inscrutable. The crystal of darkness is a powerful artifact, young fox. "It is not meant for the faint of heart. Prove your worth, and I shall let you pass." With that, the keeper vanished, and the labyrinth around Luna shifted, its walls rearranging to form a new challenge. Luna found herself in a vast chamber filled with shadowy figures, each one more menacing than the last. She took a deep breath and called upon the moon's light within her, illuminating the chamber and banishing the shadows. As the last of the shadows faded, the keeper reappeared, a hint of respect in its eyes. "You have proven your bravery and your strength, Luna. The crystal of darkness lies ahead. Use it wisely." Luna nodded and continued through the labyrinth, finally reaching a small, dimly lit alcove where the crystal of darkness floated, pulsing with a deep, shadowy energy. She approached it cautiously, feeling its immense power. With a steady paw, she took hold of the crystal, feeling a surge of dark energy course through her. The crystal's power was formidable, but Luna's resolve was stronger. With 2 of the 3 moon crystals now in her possession, Luna knew that her journey was nearing its climax. She exited the labyrinth, the keeper watching silently as she disappeared into the forest. Her next destination was the Celestial Caves, home to the final crystal, the Crystal of Twilight. As she made her way towards the caves, the night grew darker and the stars brighter, as if the sky itself was urging her onward. The Celestial Caves were hidden high in the mountains, their entrances guarded by fierce winds and treacherous cliffs. Luna climbed with determination, her paws finding purchase on the rocky terrain. Inside the caves, the walls sparkled with embedded gems, casting a soft, ethereal light. Luna navigated through the maze of tunnels, drawn by the faint hum of the Crystal of Twilight. She eventually found herself in a cavern so vast it seemed to stretch into infinity, the ceiling glittering like the night sky. At the center of the cavern, surrounded by a ring of starlight, was the Crystal of Twilight. Unlike the other crystals, it pulsed with a gentle, harmonious light that seemed to blend the energies of day and night. Luna stepped forward, her heart filled with a sense of awe and reverence. As she reached out to grasp the crystal, a voice echoed through the cavern. "Luna, brave guardian of the moon, the final test lies before you. To unite the crystals, you must balance the light and the dark within your heart." Luna closed her eyes, feeling the weight of the crystal of light and the crystal of darkness in her paws. She took a deep breath and focused on the moon's guiding light, allowing it to fill her with a sense of peace and unity. Slowly, she extended her paw and touched the Crystal of Twilight. A radiant light enveloped her, and she felt the 3 crystals merging their energies within her. The cavern around her seemed to dissolve, and she found herself standing in a vast, star-filled expanse, the moon shining brightly above her. As the light faded, Luna looked down to see the 3 crystals had transformed into a single, magnificent orb, radiating a serene, balanced glow. She knew that with this orb, she could protect Lunaria from the darkness and restore harmony to the kingdom. With the orb safely in her possession, Luna began her journey back to Lunaria, ready to face the final challenge that awaited her. As Luna made her way back to Lunaria, the journey seemed shorter, the moon guiding her steps with unwavering light. She felt a sense of accomplishment and purpose, her heart swelling with pride. The orb, a blend of the 3 moon crystals, pulsed gently in her possession, its harmonious energy reassuring her that she was on the right path. But as she approached the borders of Lunaria, Luna noticed an unsettling change. The air grew colder, and a strange, oppressive silence filled the night. The stars above dimmed, and the moon's light seemed to waver. Luna quickened her pace, her heart pounding with a sense of urgency. When she finally reached the kingdom, she was met with a shocking sight. The once vibrant land of Lunaria was now shrouded in darkness. The trees were withered, the rivers stagnant, and the creatures of the night huddled in fear. Luna hurried to the castle, hoping to find Queen Selene and understand what had happened. As she entered the throne room, she found Queen Selene standing alone, her usually radiant presence dimmed by an aura of sorrow and fatigue. The queen looked up as Luna approached, her eyes reflecting the pain and weariness of her kingdom. "Your Majesty," Luna began, holding out the orb, "I have retrieved the moon crystals and forged them into this orb. It can restore Lunaria and banish the darkness." Queen Selene took the orb, her expression a mix of hope and doubt. Thank you, Luna. You have done well. But there is something you must know." Luna's heart sank as the queen continued. The darkness that plagues Lunaria is not just an external force. It comes from within. Someone close to us has betrayed the kingdom. Before Luna could ask who, a figure emerged from the shadows of the throne room. It was Orion, the old owl she had met in the heart of the Silverwood. But his once kind and wise eyes were now cold and calculating. Orion. Luna gasped, disbelief washing over her. Orion's feathers bristled as he stepped forward, his voice dripping with malice. Yes, Luna. It was I who summoned the darkness. For too long, I have been bound to this kingdom, watching as the moon's power is squandered. With the power of the crystals, I shall take control and reshape Lunaria in my image. Queen Selene raised her hand, and a barrier of light surrounded her and Luna. You will not succeed, Orion. The power of the crystals belongs to the rightful guardian. Orion sneered. And you think that is Luna? Amira Fox. He raised his wings, and a wave of dark energy crashed against the barrier. Luna felt the orb pulse in her paws, and a voice echoed in her mind. Trust in yourself, Luna. The moon chose you for a reason. With renewed determination, Luna stepped forward, her fur glowing with the combined light of the crystals. You are wrong, Orion. The true power of the moon lies not in domination, but in harmony. She focused on the orb, allowing its harmonious energy to flow through her. The light intensified, pushing back Orion's darkness. The old owl screeched in fury, but his dark energy began to waver. Queen Selene joined Luna, their combined power forming a radiant beacon that illuminated the throne room. Together, we can restore Lunaria, the queen said, her voice filled with unwavering conviction. Orion's form began to dissolve under the overwhelming light, his dark ambitions scattering like shadows at dawn. With a final, defiant scream, he vanished into nothingness, the darkness lifting from the kingdom. As the light subsided, Luna and Queen Selene stood victorious. The orb's harmonious glow spread throughout Lunaria, revitalizing the land and its creatures. The moon shone brighter than ever, a symbol of the restored balance. But as Luna looked at the orb, she felt a strange unease. The victory seemed almost too easy, the resolution too swift. And then, from the corner of her eye, she noticed a flicker of movement in the shadows. A figure stepped forward, cloaked in darkness but with a familiar presence. Luna, the figure said, its voice a chilling echo of her own. Did you really think it would be that simple? Luna's heart skipped a beat as she recognized the figure. It was herself, or rather, a dark reflection of her. The shadowy doppelganger smirked, its eyes gleaming with a malevolent intelligence. The true battle has only just begun, the dark Luna said, stepping closer. The darkness within you cannot be banished so easily. Embrace it, and you will unlock the true power of the moon crystals. Luna stood frozen, the orb's light flickering in her paws. The queen's voice broke through her thoughts. Do not listen to it, Luna. The path of darkness leads only to ruin. But the words of her dark self echoed in her mind, tempting her with the promise of untold power. As she stood at the crossroads of light and shadow, Luna realized that the true test of her journey was not in finding the crystals, but in choosing the path that would define her destiny. With the fate of Lunaria hanging in the balance, Luna took a deep breath, ready to face the final challenge. Luna took a deep breath, her heart pounding as she stared at her dark reflection. The weight of her choice pressed down on her, but she knew that this was a moment that would define not only her fate but the future of Lunaria. The dark Luna stepped closer, her shadowy form shimmering in the moonlight. You can't deny the darkness within you, Luna. It is a part of you, just as much as the light. Embrace it, and we can become more powerful than you ever imagined. Queen Selene's voice was steady but urgent. Remember, Luna, the moon's true power lies in balance. You must find the harmony within yourself, not give in to either extreme. Luna closed her eyes, centering herself and drawing upon the strength she had gained from her journey. She felt the energies of the 3 moon crystals within the orb, each one representing a different aspect of her quest: the light, the dark, and the twilight. She knew that she had to find a way to unite these forces within herself. You're right, Luna said, opening her eyes and looking at her dark reflection. The darkness is a part of me, but it is not all of me. The dark Luna's smirk faltered. What are you saying? Luna took a step forward, holding the orb high. I'm saying that I accept all parts of myself. The light, the darkness, and everything in between. That's where true strength lies. As she spoke, the orb began to glow with a brilliant, multicolored light. The dark Luna hissed and recoiled, her form flickering and becoming less distinct. No! The dark Luna screamed. You can't do this. But Luna stood firm, allowing the harmonious energy of the orb to envelop her. She felt the light and darkness within her merge into a perfect balance, a symphony of energies that resonated with the very essence of Lunaria. The dark reflection dissolved into nothingness, unable to withstand the power of Luna's acceptance and unity. Queen Selene stepped forward, her eyes shining with pride. You have done it, Luna. You have found the true power of the moon crystals. Luna looked down at the orb, now a radiant symbol of her journey and growth. I couldn't have done it without your guidance, Your Majesty. The Queen smiled. It was your courage and wisdom that led you here. Now, with the power of the moon crystals united, we can restore Lunaria to its former glory. As Luna and Queen Selene emerged from the castle, they were greeted by the sight of the kingdom bathed in a new, revitalizing light. The trees regained their lush foliage, the rivers sparkled with clarity, and the creatures of Lunaria emerged from their hiding places, their spirits lifted by the return of harmony. But as the celebration began, Luna couldn't shake the feeling that something was still amiss. She glanced at the orb, sensing a subtle undercurrent of unease. The balance she had achieved felt delicate, as if it could be disrupted at any moment. Just as she was about to voice her concerns to Queen Selene, a deep, resonant voice echoed through the sky. Well done, Luna. But the true test is yet to come. Luna and the Queen looked up to see a figure descending from the heavens. It was an ethereal being, with wings made of starlight and eyes that held the wisdom of the ages. The being landed gracefully before them, its presence both awe-inspiring and intimidating. I am Astralis, guardian of the celestial balance, the being announced. You have proven your worth, Luna, but the balance you have achieved is only the beginning. To truly protect Lunaria, you must face the challenges that lie beyond this realm. Luna felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. What do you mean, Astralis? The celestial being extended a hand, and a portal of swirling light appeared behind him. Beyond this world lies a dimension where the forces of light and darkness are in constant flux. You must journey there and ensure that the balance you have found here can withstand the ultimate test. Queen Selene placed a reassuring hand on Luna's shoulder. You have already accomplished so much, Luna. I believe in you. With a determined nod, Luna stepped forward, ready to face the unknown. The portal's light enveloped her, and she felt herself being transported to a realm where the very fabric of existence seemed to shimmer with possibility. As she crossed the threshold, Luna knew that her journey was far from over. The true challenge awaited her in the celestial dimension, where the fate of Lunaria, and perhaps even the universe, would be decided. Luna emerged from the portal into a realm unlike anything she had ever seen. The sky was an ever-changing canvas of colors, stars swirling in intricate patterns that shifted and danced in harmony. The ground beneath her paws felt both solid and ephemeral, like walking on the essence of dreams. She took a deep breath, the air filled with a strange, invigorating energy. Astralis appeared beside her, his presence a calming beacon amidst the otherworldly surroundings. Welcome to the celestial realm, Luna. Here, the balance of light and darkness is in constant motion. Your task is to ensure this balance remains unbroken. Luna nodded, feeling the weight of her responsibility but also a deep sense of purpose. How do I begin? Astralis pointed to a distant mountain range, its peaks glowing with alternating hues of light and shadow. At the heart of those mountains lies the nexus of equilibrium, where the forces of light and darkness converge. You must reach the nexus and stabilize the energies there. Luna set off towards the mountains, her determination unwavering. The journey was arduous, the landscape shifting unpredictably beneath her. She encountered strange, ethereal creatures, some friendly, others hostile. But with each challenge, Luna grew stronger, her connection to the moon crystals deepening. As she ascended the final peak, Luna arrived at the entrance to a vast cavern. Inside, the nexus of equilibrium pulsed with a chaotic energy, tendrils of light and darkness intertwining in a tumultuous dance. Luna stepped forward, feeling the intense pull of the opposing forces. To stabilize the nexus, you must channel the harmony within you, Aristralis's voice echoed in her mind. Remember, you are the bridge between light and darkness. Luna closed her eyes, focusing on the orb. She felt its harmonious energy flow through her, resonating with the chaotic forces of the nexus. Slowly, she extended her paws, letting the orb's light merge with the swirling energies. The cavern shook, the forces within it clashing violently before beginning to sync with Luna's calming presence. Just as it seemed the balance was within reach, a sudden surge of darkness erupted from the nexus. Luna stumbled, her connection wavering. From the shadows emerged a figure, cloaked in a darkness so deep it seemed to absorb the light around it. Did you think it would be that easy? The figure sneered, its voice a sinister echo of her own. I am Nox, the embodiment of the darkness within you. You cannot banish me so easily. Luna's heart raced, but she stood her ground. I don't need to banish you, Nox. I need to balance you. Nox laughed, a chilling sound that reverberated through the cavern. Balance? There is no balance without conflict. Embrace the darkness, and you will see true power. Luna took a deep breath, centering herself. I have already embraced you, Nox. You are a part of me, but you do not define me. With those words, Luna reached deep within herself, drawing upon the unity of the moon crystals. The orb glowed brighter, its light piercing through Nox's darkness. She extended her paw, touching the shadowy figure, and felt a shock of cold that quickly warmed as the light spread. Nox's form began to dissolve, merging with the light. This isn't over, Luna, he hissed, his voice fading. The true test lies ahead. As Nox disappeared, the nexus of equilibrium steadied, its chaotic energies harmonizing into a steady, rhythmic pulse. Luna felt a sense of accomplishment but knew her journey was far from complete. The balance had been restored, but the threat of darkness still loomed. Astralis appeared beside her once more. You have done well, Luna. But Nox was right about one thing, the true test is yet to come. Luna looked at the nexus, feeling its steady pulse resonate with her own heartbeat. What must I do next? Astralis extended a hand, and a new portal appeared, its light a mix of dawn and twilight. Beyond this portal lies the heart of eternity, where the ultimate balance is maintained. You must journey there and face the final challenge that awaits. With a deep breath and a determined heart, Luna stepped into the portal, ready to confront the final leg of her journey. As the light enveloped her, she felt a sense of anticipation and resolve. The fate of Lunaria and the celestial balance rested on her shoulders, and she was ready to face whatever lay ahead. Luna emerged from the portal into the heart of eternity, a breathtaking expanse where time and space seemed to blur. The sky was a gradient of twilight hues, with stars twinkling like distant beacons of hope. In the center of this realm stood a grand structure, an ethereal temple that seemed to be carved from the very essence of the cosmos. Luna knew that her final challenge awaited within its walls. As she approached the temple, Astralis appeared by her side, his presence a comforting reassurance. The heart of eternity is where the balance of all realms is maintained, he explained. To protect Lunaria and ensure the harmony of the cosmos, you must confront the deepest shadows and brightest lights within yourself. Luna nodded, her resolve unwavering. She stepped into the temple, feeling the immense energy within its halls. The walls were adorned with ancient symbols that pulsed with life, each one representing a facet of the cosmic balance. At the heart of the temple lay a grand chamber, its ceiling a swirling vortex of stars and galaxies. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, and on it rested the final manifestation of the moon crystal's power, the orb of eternity. Luna approached it cautiously, sensing both the light and darkness emanating from it. As she reached out to touch the orb, a voice echoed through the chamber. Welcome, Luna, the voice said. It was calm and resonant, filled with both authority and compassion. From the shadows stepped a figure cloaked in robes of twilight, their face a serene mask of celestial wisdom. I am Eclipso, the guardian of the heart of eternity. Luna bowed respectfully. A guardian Eclipso, I have come to restore balance and protect Lunaria from the darkness that threatens it." Eclipso nodded. "You have done well to come this far, Luna. But the final test requires you to face the ultimate truth of your existence. Are you prepared?" Luna took a deep breath and nodded. "I am ready." With a wave of Eclipso's hand, the chamber transformed into a vast, reflective void. Luna found herself surrounded by countless reflections of herself, each one representing different aspects of her journey, her fears, her hopes, her triumphs, and her failures. "You must embrace all that you are," Eclipso's voice echoed around her. "Only then can you wield the true power of the Orb of Eternity." Luna looked at her reflections, feeling a deep connection to each one. She saw her encounters with the Night Wraiths, her battle with Orion, and her confrontation with Nox. She saw her moments of doubt and her acts of bravery. With each reflection, she felt the threads of her being weaving together into a tapestry of balance. "I accept all of me," Luna whispered. "The light, the darkness, and everything in between." As she spoke, the reflections began to merge, forming a radiant figure that stood before her. It was Luna, but transformed, an embodiment of balance and harmony. She reached out and touched the figure, feeling a surge of energy flow through her. The void around her dissolved, and she found herself back in the Grand Chamber. The Orb of Eternity hovered before her, its light now a perfect blend of twilight hues. Luna reached out and grasped the orb, feeling its power resonate with her own. Eclipso stepped forward, a look of pride on their face. "You have succeeded, Luna. You have achieved the ultimate balance within yourself, and now you can protect Lunaria and the cosmos from the forces of darkness." With the Orb of Eternity in her possession, Luna felt a newfound sense of purpose and strength. She thanked Eclipso and Astrales for their guidance, and with a final nod, she stepped through the portal that would take her back to Lunaria. As she emerged into her homeland, Luna was greeted by the sight of a restored kingdom. The trees were lush, the rivers flowed with crystal clarity, and the creatures of Lunaria thrived in the moon's gentle glow. Queen Selene and the citizens of Lunaria welcomed her with open arms, their faces filled with gratitude and joy. "Luna," Queen Selene said, her voice filled with emotion, "You have saved us all. The balance you have achieved will ensure the prosperity of our kingdom for generations to come." Luna smiled, feeling the warmth of her community and the strength of the Orb of Eternity within her. "I could not have done it without the support and guidance of all of you." That night, under the radiant light of the full moon, Lunaria celebrated its savior. Luna stood with Queen Selene, looking out over the joyous kingdom. She knew that her journey had been long and challenging, but it had led her to a place of harmony and peace. As the moon shone brightly in the sky, Luna felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She had embraced the balance within herself and had become a true guardian of the moon's light. And with that, she knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, she would always be ready to protect the harmony of Lunaria and the cosmos. And so, the tale of Luna, the brave fox who balanced light and darkness, became a legend in Lunaria, a story of courage, harmony, and the enduring power of the moon's gentle glow.